nickname everything, nickname Moochie. My dang Mary Jane and my big chain Julie. A deuce is a split, a baby is a stewie. A kilo is a brick, a quarter is a cutie. If you telling you a snitch, county is this Kadooski.
What's up, everyone? I'm Steamos from Global Grind. I'm here with my man Boldy James.
What's the deal?
What's good, man?
Chillin', bro.
How you feeling, man?
I can't call it, bro.
Yeah, so Boldy James. I read up on you a little bit. There's like an interesting backstory to that name. I guess explain it, to like people who don't know.
Alright. After I moved from East Warren, I moved on the west side, West 6 Mile, West McNichols. You know what I mean? And my block that I was living on after the east side was called Stalin, and it was a dude on my block named James. His name was James III. My name is James Jones III. His name is James Osley III. But they used to call him Boldy James, and he's tall, skinny, cool cat, always fresh, hustle, you know what I'm saying? Had a lot of nice cars, a lot of bad bitches, you know what I mean? And he was my homie, he used to pay me to hide shit in my crib and all types of shit, like he was my guy. And I told him when I started taking my music serious, like, hey, I'm gonna take that Boldy, that Boldy James name, I'm gonna rap with that, bro. And he say, why wouldn't you? You my little nephew, like, why wouldn't you? I don't fucking rap, And then he ended up getting killed a couple years later after I started taking my music serious. And the name it meant that much more to me. It started having like sentimental value to it, cause, I did get the okay, and he really was my guy on top of that, and I just took it and ran with it, so now he lived through me.
Now, if you're not familiar, last year he dropped what I thought was one of the best rap albums to come out last year. My first chemical set, chemistry set with Alchemist. I guess break down that album a little bit. How did you meet up? How did you hook up with Alchemist?
Well, my little cousin Chuck English from the Cool Kids, he moved to Chicago, and then he eventually moved to LA from Detroit, and he bumped into Al. I guess him and Al was real cool out there working in LA, so I think he either put Al up on some of my music or Al heard it on his own and told him, yo, what's up with this kid from your way? And then he asked my cousin, he put it together, I want to work with dudes. So 3-4 South by Southwesters ago, I met Alchemist, and he told me, when I was serious, come out there and rock with him, and I went out there to rock with him to do a couple songs, and then it ended up supposedly turning into a mixtape, and then by the time we was down there finished with the mixtape, my manager said, Louis was telling me, yo, this sounding bigger than a mixtape, we might have to see if we can get a situation for this, so it's history.
Did you always see kind of the musical kind of gifts within each other?
Who, me and Chuck? Yeah. For sure, that's why I first started rocking with, other than of course the guys I grew up on my block on the east side on Belvedere and East Warren. Other than that, it was me and Chuck, all my first real songs I ever did in studios, and the beats I got was definitely off Chuck English.
You hooked up with Alchemist, you went out there in LA, or you came to Detroit?
I went out there to LA 2-3 times for the album, but he came to Detroit once because I think him and Eminem was getting ready to go on tour, and it just was two birds with one stone, come finish up the album with me and then get ready to go on the road with him. So, I was feeling honored off the back because he worked with him, and he taking time out his day to come rock with this dude, Boldy. So, that's all I love, man. Much respect. Big ups to Alchemist.
So, you also have, some big names on there. You got Action Bronson.
Yeah.
You got, Earl. You got, how did you hook up with these people?
Because Al hooked me up with Earl. Al hooked me up with Action. You know what I'm saying? I got a song with Big Twin that I did when I was out there. Got one with Big Noid.
Freeway.
Yeah, Freeway made the album. Chip the Ripper. That was already my guy through the likes of Chuck and Mikey. I met Chip for the first time in Chicago. Yeah, all through Al, cause they got what they call rap camp at Al's studio, so everybody just fall through, come kick it with the homie.
All right. If I had to ask you, other than your verses, because you're gonna say which guest appearance had the best verse on?
Earl Sweatshirt, most definitely. To me, I'm not like that, bro. I wouldn't just say, I had the best verse on the song because it's my song. No, I'm not like that. I keep it honest. Like, Earl ripped us to shreds on that song, and the reason I like, you know what I'm saying, the way he approached the track, cause it was just like sitting there, no paper, no pen, putting the shit together in his head, hop up 10 minutes later, all right, I'm ready, go one take the shit, leave it just like that. Like, that's how Earl worked.
That album drops, and then you get a huge shout out from Nas.
Oh yeah, shout out to the big homie. Yeah, for sure, man. I didn't even know where that came from, man. I just know, I check my Twitter. I don't really rock with the Instagram and the Facebook and all that, but I had checked my Twitter later on that day and just seen everybody going crazy. And then I talked to my manager, Louis Beg, and he like, yeah, and I'm like, damn, where that come from? He like, I couldn't tell you. And then I ended up meeting the big homie at South by Southwest. He brought me out to one of his shows, let me perform, and ever since then, like, I done seen him a couple times, kicked it with him, and it's just what I love, like the homie rock with me, and that's just, it's an honor.
Was that one of your guys growing up? Like,
that was my favorite guy growing up. That's why it's so much of an honor to me. It's like, you know, I'm a real chill dude, man. You know, I done had some real humbling experiences throughout my life, so being a big-headed, arrogant, egotistical person, you know, that's really not me, you know. I'm just, you know what I'm saying, thankful for the simple things, and like my family up and running and all of them, you know, they doing good, and you know what I'm saying, nobody's really wanting for nothing. Like, I'm just cool with that. So all this that's going on, you know, I'm loving this, but I'm just taking it slow. Like, you know, I ain't used to this. This not what I come from, so, you know.
News kind of came out that Nas actually signed you to his Mass Appeal imprint. Like, how much, or what can you say about that?
It's just rumor. You know, we talk about working, you know, it's been a situation on the floor from with my decon people in the Alchemist situation, and you know, they been converted the label, and you know what I'm saying, the Mass Appeal Nas situation, you know, it's been talking, you know, rumor about it, but we ain't really put nothing, you know, together and no writing or anything yet. It's just been a lot of talk about we gonna work and stuff like that, but the homie definitely fucking with me, so you know, it's no rush.
Can we see like a no Nas, Boldy James songs?
Definitely.
Yeah, within like the, you know, I don't know, next year or so?
I can't put a time frame on it. You can't rush perfection and greatness, man. You just gotta let it happen, let it take place. And I guess that's why all this happening right now, because I didn't rush it or try to put no time frame on it. I just kept working towards getting to this point. And now that I'm here, it's just like, let's see where I could take it from here.
So I've never been to Detroit, but there's like, I hear like war stories about Detroit. Is there like a Happy Land Detroit that I don't know about, or?
Yeah, it's a Happy Land Detroit, you know, it's like, I'm not judging, bro, because I'm not saying that, you know, you gotta have a hard life to be considered like, you know, what they call it, a street nigga, this, and the third, but it just seems like some people do things because it's cute, and other people glorify it, so they just trying to, you know, run in somebody else's footsteps or live somebody else's dream or somebody else's life, you know, instead of being true to self and doing what they supposed to be doing with themselves, you know, and they just come from a different place that I don't come from, and they run around running their mouth like they this, that, and the third, and they really been through it, and they don't know nothing about really going through the Ringling Brothers. So that's what I mean, like, Happy Land, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, the fire I spit burned down Happy Land, you feel me?
If I had to say, like, pick 5 guys that represent the Detroit sound, or if I said, what's Detroit rap to you, you would say who?
R.I.P. Blade, Icewood, Free Street Lord Wine, of course Eminem. He the reason why Detroit always so relevant, because he You know, one of the top artists in the game of all times, you know. Myself, I had to give it to Sean, man, because Sean is not necessarily from my world, but Sean does make the city look good. He hasn't done anything goofy to me, like, you know. I like his music. His music is fun. It's feel good music, you know. You don't have to, spit pain and all that for me to be a fan of you. So I have to say we the ones who, you know what I'm saying, who carrying like that Motown legacy like to the next level, bro. It'll have to be us. But like I said, you know, Blade, he's deceased. Juan is incarcerated. You know, oh, I forgot about Royce. I'll give it to Royce. I mean, you know, even though like people try to spread rumor like Royce not from Detroit, but he is. You know, he grew up in Oak Park. You know what I'm saying? But he's always been rooted in the city, and he got family in the city and a lot of ties to the city. So Royce to me always been a Detroit. You know, I never looked at him as nothing other than the such. But it'll have to be a toss-up between those guys. Or if I was to take myself out of that lineup, I would give it to Royce instead of me. So that'll be my list. This your man Boldy James, Concrete is 227, and you watching Global Grind TV. Let's get it.